and welcome to all of you. Thank you for watching Tech24. I'm Julia Seeger. In this edition, as Amazon faces growing accusations in France that it is stealing Christmas from shopkeepers, the tech giant has been forced to postpone its Black Friday. We tell you more about the $1.4 trillion retail juggernaut and all the sectors in which it is gaining ground. And we'll also speak about the future of working out and sports in general as we try the electrostimulation vest by Myofix that promises higher muscle activation in less time. We'll also turn to Fittar's Smart Mirror, a virtual coach that gives you instant feedback on your workout. Now, online retail stores such as Amazon in France have recently agreed to postpone Black Friday sales until all shops reopen. This followed a petition backed by political and cultural figures, environmental organizations, and trade unions calling on consumers to boycott the platform for the upcoming holidays. Online retail giant Amazon, which already operated during the first lockdown in France, saw its activity soar by 50%. And now small French businesses are trying to fight back, as Emerald Maxwell explains.
A challenge that's not for the faint-hearted. This young company is attempting to carve out a place for itself alongside the world's e-commerce giants. But its newly launched platform is different, only listing items that are made in France.
A well-known brand like Aigle only produces some of its goods in France, so we've only listed the things that they make in France on our platform.
From lingerie to home decor, 300 French brands have already signed up to appear on the website. They don't pay to be listed, but the platform takes a commission on every sale.
We have the same model as Amazon, actually. We present the brands, their catalog, their products, so that they look good. But it's the companies themselves that send the orders out.
In just a month, the website has made a turnover of 30,000 euros. But why would brands choose a small French company to market its products over a better-known website? What was it that convinced this sofa manufacturer just north of Paris?
You can see Stéphane here making the back of the sofa.
Dominique Simon never wanted to sell his goods online until now. He was wooed by the site's 100% made in France ethos.
A lot of work goes into making our products. It's a big manual operation. They're superior quality products, so they don't belong on a platform like Amazon.
This cosmetics company is also betting on a small French online marketplace. In this case, a platform that only lists organic or ethically made products. For the company's boss, the point is to attract new customers.
We have customers who love our products, perhaps because they have acne, but they may also want to buy an acne-fighting soap one day, and we don't sell soap. Well, now they can go on a platform where they can find our brand, of course, but also many others. That's also the advantage of a marketplace.
A niche e-commerce site that's still a long way from competing with a leader in the sector. Last year, more than 22 million French people placed an order on Amazon, about 1 in 5 online purchases.
So Amazon is often seen as a threat by local businesses, and it's also the target of 2 European antitrust investigations. You often hear about the tech giant in the news, but how much do you actually know about Amazon? Well, on set today to tell us more about it is Peter O'Brien, our tech editor. Hello and welcome, Peter.
Thanks, Julia.
So tell us a little bit more. Give us a visual, perhaps, of how many pies it has its fingers in right now. I mean, all of the different businesses it's operating in, it's tremendous.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. So you may or may not know that in this summer, Amazon moved to acquire a Zoox, which is a robo-taxi startup. And they make cars, which, well, they're developing a car at the moment. It's not been unveiled yet, but it's got no steering wheel. It's got no pedals. It moves backwards and forwards. It's symmetrical. And Amazon's hoping it can challenge the likes of Uber and Lyft once autonomous ride-hailing really becomes a big thing.
So it's targeting mobility, but it's also targeting our homes, which is a huge business.
Yeah, so before COVID struck at least, the demand for prefab houses was actually making a comeback, especially in the US. And houses started to pop up on Amazon. Ones like this one, which are a bit like, you know, a shed or a summer house. This one was going for about $6,000. But on the other end of the scale, you had things like a house made by the Estonian firm Q House, which was available for $105,000 72 square meters, and even came with a sauna. Now, most of these houses have since become unavailable on Amazon for various reasons, probably a lot of it COVID related. So it's probably too early to start thinking about Amazon shipping homes which are Alexa enabled or anything like that.
Right. Now you say that, but people are actually opening the door of their houses with Amazon Ring.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll show you a map which was done by a researcher from MIT, and here he estimates all of the Amazon Ring devices which are currently used in the United States. These are doorbells which are connected to Alexa, and they have a camera, they have a speaker, and they have a microphone, which allows you to interact with the person on the other side of your door, even if you're not in your house, and even open the door. Now, these have been very controversial. There has been cases of them being hacked and strangers getting access to them. Right. But it's not put off Amazon. Amazon have even announced last month something called the Ring Always Home Cam, which can detach from a pod inside your house and float around the house with its camera attached.
So clearly with Ring and Alexa, Amazon is in our homes, but it has also changed the way we interact in our daily lives with companies, with everything, pretty
Absolutely.
much.
Well, you're talking about Amazon Web Services here, which is enormous, and it's reported to be massively more profitable than everything else that Amazon does. It kind of keeps the entire ship afloat. AWS accounts for about 45% of the global cloud computing market. So it's everywhere. And you might have heard that in the last week it was hit by an outage. And not only did this mean that people's Ring doorbells stopped working and even their robotic vacuum cleaners stopped working, but companies were widely affected as well, including the Washington Post, which is privately owned by the Amazon CEO, Jeff Bezos.
So we might criticize Amazon, but it has infiltrated our lives in many ways. Thank you very much indeed for that. We're going to move on now to Test 24. Many people are dreaming of having a perfectly toned body, but lack motivation or time to go to the gym. However, several devices are addressing this issue and now proposing a perhaps smarter way of exercising. We have a first device here on set of Test 24. It's by Myofix. Peter, you're wearing it. You're all strapped up, ready to go. But before we actually test it, I'd like to turn to the CEO of this patent technology, Louis Witch. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here.
Hi, Julia. Thank you for having me on the program today.
So we've all heard of electrostimulation. How does the technology work?
Yes, electrostimulation is a modern way to do high-intensity training. Science has proven it's the intensity rather than how often or how long we train will achieve optimal results. So through electrostimulation, we're able to activate more than 300 muscles and up to 100% of the muscle fibers, which is virtually impossible with conventional training. So it makes you work harder than you normally would, even harder than you normally could without electrostimulation.
So help us gain insight into how important it is to train our muscles.
Yes, our muscles, obviously most people know that it provides body shape and athletic performance, but many are not aware of the importance it has in human biogenesis. That means our health, our longevity, our risk of disease is determined by our muscle tone and strength, which is the way we control the quality of the muscle. The stronger you are, the longer you will live, you will have better cognitive function, you will be able to perform better in sports. So keeping our muscles strong and fit is essential for health and performance.
Now, Louis, what are some of the applications of this technology?
Yes, there are many applications possible, obviously for sports people because it's high intensity with very low joint impact. That means that the shoulders, the hips, the elbows, the knees, the back are cushioned, but the activity in the muscle area is very high. Also the time aspect. So this is normally maybe 1/2, 1/3, 1/4 of the time of conventional training. So for athletes, it allows them to concentrate on technical aspects of their sport and still maintain the strength and fitness they need to perform well. It actually will make even elite athletes stronger and faster, so they can jump higher, run faster, hit harder, everything you need to perform well.
Well, thank you very much, Louis Witch from Myofx, for that.
Thank you very much for having me on the show, okay? And hope to see you maybe some other time soon. Thank you very much.
Now, Peter, it's a system that's mainly used by, of course, businessmen who are traveling around the world, but also professional athletes because it helps increase their recovery. You have it on you right now, and it's attached to an app. It's linked to it, so I can control it from a distance.
My life is in your hands, Julia.
It is indeed. Do you trust me?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Turn it up.
Okay.
Let's see what it can do.
So I'm actually turning the intensity up.
Yeah, so now I'm starting to feel really kind of quite a strange sensation all over me in these electrode pads, and it means that if I'm going to do some exercise, like say a simple squat, I can really feel the resistance in my muscles because it's actually making them contract, so I have to work harder against it. Oh, it does feel very strange.
Now, combined with the other gadget that we have here on set today, there's no reason you wouldn't be, the strongest, fittest man on earth. Tell us more about Fittar, the screen which works as a virtual trainer.
Yeah, so this is the Fittar Smart Mirror, and it's got about 1,500 different workouts already preloaded into it. So everything from yoga to boxing to Pilates and cardio. And it will set you back about 1,500 euros. And then on top of that, a 30 euro subscription. But it's hoping to compete with even more expensive home workout smart devices like Peloton's smart bike and the vertical climbing machine by Climber.
Now, we haven't really dug into it, but it's really interesting how sports now is connected almost to gaming and immersive experiences. That's going to have to be for another show. Thank you very much indeed for that, Peter O'Brien, our tech editor. That brings us to the end of this week's edition of Tech 24. We hope you enjoyed it, and do stay with us here on France 24.